Monarch Money promises to be the ultimate command center to help optimize your finances. But does its premium cost actually deliver enough value to justify the price? I connected my real accounts and thoroughly tested each of its tools for months to find out, and what I discovered about the real Monarch Money pricing and the exact way to secure it for the best possible price is a must-see before you sign up so you can avoid overpaying. Now, let's get straight to the point. Understanding the real Monarch Money cost isn't just about the subscription price, it's about whether you're the type of person who will actually use and love what it offers. More importantly, it's about finding out if this is the best fit for your specific money goals. Monarch Money is built for individuals and families who want a clean, modern, and collaborative way to manage their personal finances. Its superpower is bringing everything together in one place: your bank accounts, your credit cards, investments, your loans, and then it adds powerful budgeting, goal tracking, and shared access for partners on top of that. If you value both simplicity and deep control, if you want a private, ad-free space to plan your future, this is your arena. But don't just take my word for it. When you look at real user experiences, the story about Monarch Money's pricing and value gets even clearer. Take this longtime budget app user, for example. He mentioned he's tried nearly every app out there. He said Monarch works best for his needs, praising its reliable syncing and, crucially, its flexible budgeting. He compared it to YNAB, which forces you to assign every single dollar a job each month. He didn't want that, especially for categories with variable spending. He liked that with Monarch, he could have non-monthly budget categories. He admitted the goals system could use some work, but his overall experience was very positive. And I think that right there is the key. Monarch doesn't force you into one rigid philosophy. It gives you tools, 2 different budgeting systems in fact, and lets you use them your way. Unlike some competitors, Monarch gives you more control over rules, categories, and how you view your data. It's built for couples or families who want to work on money together, each with their own login, seeing a unified financial picture. Alright, now that we know who Monarch Money is for, let's open up the app and see what you're actually getting when you sign up, which is key to understanding the true Monarch Money pricing cost. The first thing to understand is that unlike some competitors with tiered plans, Monarch keeps it simple. One price gets you access to everything. I tested every corner of this platform, and the tools break down into a few core areas. Let's start with the foundation: connecting your accounts. Monarch uses multiple data providers like Plaid, Finicity, and MX to connect to over 13,000 financial institutions. Why multiple? Well, it's because it gives you the best chance of a stable connection. If one provider has an issue with your bank, you can try another. Once connected, everything syncs into one dashboard. Transactions, balances, investments, the works. This is your single source of truth for your money. But my biggest question here was, is it reliable? In my testing, most connections were rock solid, but I did have one credit card that needed a nudge now and then. The key is that Monarch gives you the tools to fix it. If a connection breaks, you can switch providers or even manually update holdings for investments. They have a whole guide on transferring your transaction history to a new connection, which is brilliant for keeping your data intact. This leads perfectly into the main event, budgeting. Monarch offers 2 systems. First, category budgeting. This is the classic method where you assign a target to each spending category and track against it. But the second system, flex budgeting, is where it gets smart for many people. You focus a budget on a big bucket of flexible spending, like daily life, that contains your variable categories. This is perfect if you don't want to micro-plan every dollar, but still want guardrails. Moving leftover money between categories is also a breeze. Alright, now let's talk about features that feel truly next level. The cash flow Sankey diagram is one of these. This is an interactive visual that shows your money flowing from income sources to your spending categories. It's not just pretty, it's insightful. You can even share it with a partner or financial advisor. For couples, this is a game changer. You can invite unlimited collaborators, each with their own login. I saw one user raving about this. She and her husband have a complex web of joint and individual accounts across multiple banks and brokerages. Monarch gives them 100% visibility. They can easily see if their joint checking covers shared bills, track progress on joint savings goals like a vacation for example, and manage everything from one shared, ad-free platform. She concluded that it makes handling their combined finances remarkably easy. That is a powerful testament to the value beyond the market money price. Then there's the constant innovation too. Bill Sync is a new feature that tracks credit card statements and loan payments right inside the app. The Monarch AI assistant lets you ask plain English questions about your spending. There's also a Retail Sync extension for Amazon that categorizes your orders item by item, so a big Amazon charge isn't just shopping. They've even added credit score tracking and full iPad support. Business Insider's personal finance team recognized this depth, calling Monarch Money an industry leader in their comparison of the best budgeting apps. They raved about it being feature-rich, allowing infinite savings goals and zero-balance budgets. I found another Reddit user who summed up the automation benefits perfectly. He said once his rules were set, 95% of his transactions were categorized automatically. He linked investments for net worth tracking and credit score. He said it saved him hours each month versus manual entry in other apps he's tried. So yeah, I think that's the real conversation about Monarch Money's pricing. It's not just about the direct cost, it's about whether these tools can save you time, reduce money arguments with your partner, and give you clarity that leads to better financial decisions. But of course, Monarch Money's app is not perfect, so to make the smartest decision on Monarch Money's pricing and the value involved, you need to know the potential downsides. The most common type of complaint I've seen relates to billing or customer service hiccups. I found one review where a user said that he was charged despite notifying Monarch of his intent to cancel before renewal, and he was seeking a refund. So in my research, this did happen, but it seemed pretty rare, and it's the kind of issue that can usually be resolved directly with support, or, in the worst case scenario, through a credit card dispute, though I doubt it would even come to that for most. It is something to be aware of, though. Set a calendar reminder for your renewal date if you're on the fence about continuing. But in the context of the overall value the platform provides, this is an administrative snag, not a reflection of the tool's amazing quality. The core product, which is the budgeting, the tracking, the collaboration, and all the rest of it, is really consistently praised as excellent and reliable. So, after all of that, how much does Monarch cost? Well, it changes, right? When it comes to the actual Monarch Money cost, the pricing is pretty straightforward. It offers one premium plan that includes everything. No confusing tiers, no extra levels. You get unlimited account connections, all the budgeting tools, unlimited collaborators, and every feature they add. For the depth and peace of mind it provides, especially for households, I find Monarch Money's price to be very reasonable. Compared to the cost of other premium financial apps, or the hidden cost of your time spent juggling spreadsheets and multiple logins, I think the value is pretty clear. For the most current Monarch Money subscription price, and to see if they're running any active promo or discount, check the link in the description of this video. We do try to keep it updated with active Monarch coupon codes so you can get the best possible deal on Monarch Money's pricing. So, after this deep dive into Monarch Money, here is my straight take. If you're a casual spender who just wants to check a balance now and then, a free app might suffice. But if you're a serious person about organizing your finances, if you're part of a couple tired of money fog, and if you want a private, powerful tool to build real wealth, then yeah, the Monarch Money's cost is absolutely worth it. It's an investment in your financial clarity and optimization. So, to get started and to secure the best possible price, use the exclusive link in the description. You could actually end up paying significantly less than the standard price when you use the Monarch Money discount code. So remember, it's down in the description below.